Let's go.
Danielle Clardy.
Danielle Clardy.
Danielle Clardy.
October 2nd, 2020.
October 2nd, 2021.
October 2nd, 2022.
23. 24.
I am 25.
3,090. 3,272.
3,317 followers.
4,409. 5,113.
I have 5,334 subscribers.
It is this picture from CCMF. I think it's this picture of me from earlier this year.
I think my most liked one is me in this amazing red dress that I want to wear everywhere.
Keep hustling, but don't put so much on your shoulders. Patience is a virtue. You might have to bite your tongue some. It is okay. It's teaching you lessons on patience that you need. But I would also say never give up. You believe and you dream about what you dream for a reason, and to keep working towards it.
I would say as much as we want to succeed and as much as we want to do and to be our own boss and all of these things, it's still important to put the phone down, put the laptop away, and when you're on vacation, be on vacation and be with friends and family and things like that. That's kind of been the biggest, that would be the biggest advice I give you in a year.
Other creators and other things that I watch and see in front of me. So videos that other creators have created. People, like, I love people who travel and share it because it makes me hungry to go do things. It makes me hungry to go and do, like, travel the world. Makes me want to work harder. But also at the same time, like, I love, what inspires me is seeing people having conversations and what they're doing and sharing what's in their mind.
What inspires me right now, I think I'm so amped up on the podcast, and I love getting to talk to so many different areas, so many different people in so many different areas, and who are doing so many different walks of life, that it's so motivating to hear everybody's different story, because not everybody got to the same place the same way. So it's cool to be able to have an appreciation for the walk of life you were going on and still be inspired by all these people that you can go and do all these things and there is no closed door. So it's really, that's what's been really inspiring me right now.
Graduating from NC State.
Graduate from NC State. There's been a lot that's happened in the last year. I would still say graduating from NC State is probably the biggest, the greatest thing, one of the best things that I ever did. That's home sweet home for me. But as much as it has been hell, Hailey and myself bought a house. And yeah, I think it's been the biggest kind of adulting, lesson learned kind of situation that we've been encountering.
Outer Banks, North Carolina. I honestly think it's the Outer Banks.
I would still say Outer Banks.
Every day.
See, this is how I live with some of them. I do a pretty good job of talking to my family every day.
Miracle. Favorite movie of all time is Miracle. Favorite movie this year would have to be Black Widow.
My all-time favorite movie is Miracle. My favorite movie of this year had to be Top Gun Maverick.
Every day. Every day. Yeah, every day. I feel it every single day, especially with my position in Accolade, and then just the pressure to keep doing what I've been doing outside of Accolade.
I do feel pressure, but now it's not outside pressure, it's inside pressure that I put on myself. Because I have dreams and I have goals now that I've been slowly developing that are really coming to fruition now, that I've really, it's been turned up, that I expect more out of myself, and I expect to be able to hit these things. And so
I am the social media coordinator for Accolade Incorporated, and side hustle, I I have my own YouTube channel and a blog site. I am the senior social media specialist for Accolade Incorporated. And then outside of Accolade, I then run my own YouTube channel. I run my own blog site, which got redone. And then I now have the Conversation Series podcast.
I am the senior social media specialist at Accolade. I am the host and producer of the Conversation Series podcast. I run my YouTube channel, Danielle Clardy, as well as my blog, Danielle Clardy. And I am a social media contractor now for several different clients that I get to work with.
Single and ready to mingle. Good grief. Single. As a mother Pringle. Can I have a boyfriend?
I am single. I wish I wasn't, but we are where we are.
Caitlin Petty and Morgan Varner. Hailey, Morgan Varner, Lily Garrell, and then Caitlin Petty.
My best friend is Morgan Varner, Lily Garrell. That's it. No, I'm kidding. And Hailey's on there. Hailey is on there as well. But those are my three.
I think biggest regret would be relationships that I let slip away or people who walked out of my life that I could have held on to. It's funny because I think what I said last year is the same thing I'd say, is the relationships that I feel like have slipped through my hands, or the moments where I could have done differently in relationships.
I think my biggest regret is it comes in the relationship categories, and I'm not talking about boyfriends or that kind of relationships. I'm talking about friendships. There's a lot I have learned in the last year in terms of the roles you play in relationships and things that weigh heavy on you in certain relationships. And so things could be done better, things, you know, that could have been done that, or coulda, shoulda, woulda kind of situations. But that's been, there's some regrets in that area, not as much as there used to be, but there are still regrets there.
To be living on my own, to have my YouTube channel finally monetized and making money off of that. One step closer to creating my own videography agency. Living in my own house, I want to be doing like more consistent content creation. Is just my biggest thing, and it's hard right now, but I really, really want consistent content. But at the same time, I also want to have the Conversation Series podcast be really regular, and have more and more guests coming on the Conversation Series to share stories and about their lives and what they've been doing.
My biggest goal for the next year is I would love to be doing my brand and my media full time. I would love to get enough clients where I am able to bring in enough income where I can go and be my own boss. I can go and work with clients and there's creativity there and things like that. I would love for my podcast to take off so that I can go do that full time, because I would love to do that full time.
People don't define who you are, and you have to find your own self-worth and self-love. Things don't happen overnight. Patience is a virtue. And things don't come easily in life. You have to work hard. You have to, if you want them, go for them.
Biggest thing I have learned is to not be a people pleaser. Biggest thing I have learned is that you have to be selfish. Biggest thing that I have learned is that there are some points and there are some relationships that just become unhealthy, that it's not good for you anymore, and that even though it sucks and they may have been around for a long time, it's okay not to have them anymore, because it's just a healthier environment. It's healthier in all ways. So I would say that's the biggest thing I've learned.
Oh my, Switzerland. Italy.
I would love to go to Italy.
Greece. Jamaica.
Yeah. Jamaica.
I have to say Thomas Rhett. Like, I just love Thomas Rhett. I love Billie Eilish. I am loving X Ambassadors. And Thomas Rhett's always on there for me.
Cody Johnston is my favorite right now.
I went down to Atlanta, Georgia. We went to Jamaica, lived in the Outer Banks for 6 weeks, went down to Ocean Isle for a couple of days, but yeah.
So we went down to Atlanta, Georgia for my cousin's graduation. We went to Anaheim, California. Hailey and I went out to Disneyland for the very first time. That was a ton of fun. I went to Vegas for the very first time. Went to Oak Island, North Carolina. Went to the Outer Banks for the 4th of July. Oh, and then I went out to Seattle. I went out to Bellevue, Washington to run my race.
Blue. Casual, boho, beachy. Casual, professional, and beachy.
I am bohemian. I am casual. And beachy.
0. I have 3. I have cross my finger, coordinates on my shoulders, and this one that Hailey and I just got.
I have 3 tattoos. Still, no more tattoos since the last year. I still have the cross on my middle finger, coordinates on my shoulder, and the one Hailey and I have. I might get another coordinate on my shoulder. I've been thinking about that one. I might do that.
Eat, Pray, Love. Live, Laugh, Love.
I'm going back to Eat, Pray, Love.
Live and Love by Lauren Akins. The Third Door by Alex Banayan.
Favorite book is Make No Small Plans. It's by the 4 guys who own Summit. And it was just incredibly inspiring.
It is okay not to have everything figured out, but we're a planner.
Let's figure something out.
Let's figure some things out, but it's okay not to have everything figured out as long as we take baby steps. You're doing great, sweetie. Don't let anybody get you down. Keep following what you dream. Keep following your dreams. And you're doing great. Nothing to worry about in the world.
That the laying down in bed every night and finally taking a breath is not good enough. You gotta be able to take opportunities, and you gotta be able to sit there and experience all the things in life. And we gotta take more opportunities to enjoy life. And I think this year we've been working really hard, and we've been hitting a lot of goals and things like that, but we gotta also remember to take the moments to appreciate it all. Deuces!